Regen Rovers are top of the championship. Welcome to episode 116 of Regen Rovers, where today we're playing two huge games against Sunderland and Aston Villa. We played them earlier in the season and weren't very successful, but the tables have been turned. We are now above them. Originally, when I planned this episode, I thought it's going to be third place Regen Rovers taking on second place Sunderland and first place Aston Villa. But no, it's actually first place Regen Rovers taking on fifth place Sunderland, who've dropped off, and second place Aston Villa. It's quite a remarkable achievement to be top of the championship with only a few games to go now, 8 games to go. We've only lost 7 games all season in the league. We've won 22, more than any other team, and the goal difference is very healthy as well. It's been a brilliant season and a good run of results as well, and also thanks to the likes of Sunderland slipping up in recent times. If we just look at Sunderland, they haven't won in their last 5 games. Aston Villa aren't having the best of times either, to be honest, because they were a few points clear. They haven't won in the last 5 games either. I don't know what's happened, but the game is really doing us a favour here, because we're now 3 points clear with a game in hand over Aston Villa as well. We're level on games played with Burnley, who are only 3 points behind us. But remember, we beat Burnley in the last episode as well, so we kind of deserve to be here. Spencer Drury's been on fire this season. He's second top goal scorer with 20 goals. Jonathan Edwards still high on the average rating. Philip Kachar, despite the fact he's going to be leaving us at the end of the season, has picked up 16 clean sheets. And Nico Schultz has got the joint highest number of yellow cards in the league. He's actually managed to pick up 20 yellow cards in all competitions this season, which I think is a 4-game ban. I think he's already played... In fact, I think he's already done all of those games. So he is back today to take on Sunderland at home. And in a huge game, we are above them in the table. But if we want to go up automatically, we have to beat Sunderland and Aston Villa today. Huge episode. And... we want to get revenge, don't we? Because earlier in the season we lost 3-0 against Sunderland and 2-1 against Aston Villa. So then, how do we get on in the FA Cup? You can see we did lose. It's the only game that we have lost since the last episode, where we beat Burnley, drew against Spurs and beat Wolves. Unfortunately, Spurs were too much for us when they came down to Reigate, but we put up a decent fight. However, before that game, we actually had a little bit of a disappointing draw against MK Dons. Despite a couple of poor draws, we've done enough to go top of the table due to Aston Villa and Sunderland being atrocious. But you can see here we did take the lead through that man Stephen Dean, our right back. Against the runner play, he scored a free kick, really good free kick, curled it into the top right hand corner. They were the better team though. Fulkachar, 7.5 performance from him today. They had more clear cut chances and half chances. Without him and a pretty good defence, we would have lost this game. We managed to hold on for a 1-1 draw in the end. Then we did play Spurs at home at the Regen Rovers Stadium. They took an early lead through Mark Chamberlain, the guy who I said was... I mean, no way is he 20 years old, but he probably took a little bit of offence at me saying that and went and scored against us. And then they scored another goal before half-time. But in the second half, we came a little bit alive. I went a lot more attacking. We did go attacking from the start, but I just pushed more players forwards. Nico Schultz had a great game. He did pick up another yellow card, but he got an 8.0. He just was winning everything in central midfield for us and recycling possession nicely. Arthur Owusu came off the bench to score another goal, but it wasn't enough in the end. But it's nice to see us put up a fight towards the end of this game. We could have possibly got an equaliser, but Tottenham were the better team. But that's a cracking goal from Francis Arthur Owusu, his 7th goal of the season. He scored 30 goals for the under-23s, by the way. 33 goals now in 26 starts and 6 sub-appearances. He is phenomenal at that level, and he's starting to find his feet in the first team as well. He's not really played that many games. He's mainly been off the bench, but he's a bit of a super sub for us. 4 goals in the league, 3 in the FA Cup this season, and so many goals in the youth team. You can see McGuigan and Jack Young both have 16 goals each as well. We are banging in the goals. You can see they are top of the table. So we're top of the table with the first team and the under-23s. I don't think the under-18s are quite so good, because you know what my youth team is like. We've just had some new youth recruits come through. The best player is Nathan Sturgis. It's 2-star potential, and that is actually good for Regen Rovers. I don't think we've ever had that since the early days, but 2-star potential for us is not bad. He's a right back. We could do with another good right back, but I don't think he's going to be quite good enough for the level that we require, especially if we get promoted to the Premier League, which is in our hands now. We have to take our chance and get promoted. We might fall away. We know what we are like. Sometimes we can bottle it towards the end of the season. The pressure can get to these young heads, but we've got lots of experience in this team now, so hopefully we can push forwards and get promoted to the Premier League, the promised land. So the team I'm using to take on Sunderland today: Fuat Kachar in goal. I'm continuing to play him despite the fact he is leaving at the end of the season. I just want to put the best team out that I have available to me so we can confirm promotion. We'll say farewell to Fuat Kachar and move on to bigger and better things. In defence, we've got Stephen Deek. Now, Rhodes has come back into the team. Brad Howard hasn't played particularly well over the last few games, so I brought Lawrence Rhodes back in over the last couple games. Jonathan Edwards, Miller, Garber, Short, Pasquale Hain, Lorenzini and Drury. I've just realised I've forgotten to show all the other games, so let's go back to this and have a look at the goals from the other games. So this was a 1-1 draw against Brighton. They had a man sent off. They went 1-0 up. They had a man sent off towards the end of the game, and we were able to get an equaliser as a result. It was a penalty, though, from Spencer Drury that saved our bacon today. Up he stepped and slotted it into the right-hand side of the goal and ran over to the snake pit, who went wild. That was his 20th goal of the season, so well done to Spencer Drury for that. How many seasons has he managed that now in a row? In fact, he hasn't managed it in a row, but he has managed to score 20 goals this season on 3 occasions now. His best season is still that 25 goal a season in that first season in League One, where we failed to get promotion. We finally managed to get another win since that Wolves game with a 1-0 away win against Stoke City. Really good result, because Stoke are looking for promotion themselves. They were solid, they played well, they were maybe the slightly better team, but it was an end-to-end game. Lots of chances, as you can see. They had a few more shots. But Spencer Drury scored the winning goal. He scored so many important goals for us this season. He's won us so many points. And quite a few of those have just been 1-0 wins. A little bit of a mistake at the back from the defence there, and Drury just clinically struck it past the keeper from a few yards out. And he scored again against Peterborough United. Home win, 2-0 solid win. Yahya actually got sent off towards the end of the game, but fortunately we'd already won it by this point. Now, Patrick Dibber came into the team for the suspended Short, and he actually managed to score. I think this was only his second appearance of the season, but he scored a great goal. Hansane into Dibber. Nice finish into the left-hand side for him. Good to see him getting goals, despite the fact he's not really playing much this season. He's been out the team because Short has been although he's picked up 20 yellow cards this season, he has been tremendous. He's got over a 7.0 average rating, can't remember exactly, but he has been a very important cog in this team. Don't underestimate the importance of Nico Short. Although we did manage to win without him here. Hare into Drury, making it 2-0. And we went to Walsall without him as well and managed to win 2-1 away from home. Spencer Drury with another goal. This time it was in the 18th minute. Patrick Dibber putting a ball over the top. He got an assist, a goal and an assist in the last couple of games. I should probably give him more opportunities, really. And Drury got his 23rd goal of the season there. Pascal Hare, the German central midfielder, he's started to become a bit more important to us in more recent times, I suppose. And he made it 2-0. Which did put the game beyond all doubt, I would say. Lovely header at the back post. Walsall did get a goal back. They were actually the better team today. But we were clinical in front of goal and managed to get the 3 points, which has put us top of the table. And now we go to Sunderland. We have actually been more successful against them. That win from Sunderland at this earlier in the season was actually their first win against us. So hopefully we can rectify that and get revenge today. Here we go then, the first of 2 very important games today. Sunderland, despite being in a bad form, bad run of games, they will be dangerous. We know what they can do. We know the quality they have in their team. Last season in the playoffs, they really did batter us, didn't they? They were very unfortunate not to go through, considering how many times they hit the post and crossbar. And of course, they thrashed us 3-0 earlier in the season, so they will be looking to do the same. It's going to be difficult, whatever type of form they're in, because I don't know how... Football Manager form is important, but I don't know how important it is for opposition teams when they come up against you. We'll probably have the keeper pulling off blinding saves and Bozovic destroying us through the middle. But let's hope, let's just put our trust in the players that we have. We know we have the quality to be able to cause problems. We're going to attack. That's the way we do it. We could exploit the flanks. They've got no wingers. They're playing a diamond in the middle. But for now, we'll just stay normal. If we're struggling, then we'll try something different. That's just the Regen Rovers approach. That's my approach to management, really. If something's not working, I try something else, quite simply. Here's Lorenzini early on. Oh, Drury over the bar. Unlucky with the first effort of the game after 15 seconds. Here's Sunderland, though. Might be the first meaningful highlight. Here they come. It's out wide. We're playing Josh Miller today at left back. What? It's handball. Blimey. Penalty early on in this game from a handball. It just looked so innocuous. There was nothing there, and he's just must have hit his arm. And Phil Kachar can't quite get there, and we're 1-0 down. Daniel Frering with his 19th goal of the season. Can we get back into this? I'm just going to encourage the guys because they'll probably be a little bit upset after that penalty decision. Here's Josh Miller. Terrible throw. I think Yahaya's suspended for this, which is why I'm playing Josh Miller. Frering fires that one over the bar. They've had 4 half chances already from nothing. Here we go again. Another highlight. Garber into Spencer Drury. Lovely ball out wide to Josh Miller. Here's Hans Hayne into Lorenzini. Drury hits the post. So close. So close. Deserved to be a goal. And Frering is on the counter-attack here, but Stephen Dean does really well. We've not created any clear-cut or half chances yet, but perhaps this will be one. Pasquale, free kick. Edwards can't win it. But here's Stephen Dean. Poor ball. Not good enough. But, Garber does really well. Here's Lorenzini. Drury. Pasquale blocked. And we've won a corner. Will we see the highlight? I think that was a clear-cut chance as well. According to the game. He whips it all the way back to Lorenzini, who hits it just wide. Unlucky. If that had been Jack Young, that would have been arrowed into the back of the net. And at half-time, we're 1-0 down. There's been opportunities. Both ends of the pitch. I'm going to say we're unlucky so far, but we will just go a bit more attacking now. Let's exploit the right flank through Pascal. We know he can be dangerous. Yeah, let's go. Come on, guys. We can do this. We don't want to let Sunderland back into the title race by losing this game. Corner. Pascal all the way back to Lorenzini again. What's he going to do? It's into Hans Hayne. Crosses it. Oh, he's hit the post. I thought it was a cross. But he managed to hit the post, but it was not good enough. The post isn't good enough unless it hits the post and goes in, of course. But, there's not long to go now. Suddenly it's just whizzed through to the 66th minute. Is this going to be a highlight for Sunderland? Are they going to kill the game off here? Frering, it's 2-0. What happened to the defence there? They just disappeared. That is frustrating. What was going on? Look, Lawrence Rhodes, what are you doing? And Edwards. In fact, what? Terrible from us. Terrible. And we're going to lose this game. Our first loss in the league for a while. It's not been our day. Spencer Drury's going to come off at Arthur Owusu. Jack Young's not on the bench today. Maybe I should have put him on. He's our lucky charm, I think. Going to bring Garber off for Pascal Hare. And he's going to just push forwards. We'll go slightly more attacking. Josh Miller's not had a good game at left back. Lawrence Rhodes, poor game at the back as well. Maybe Brad Howard will come back into the team. We're going to pump the ball. We're going to go fluid. We're going to hit early crosses. And pray for a miracle. It's not been our day. Pascal's now got injured. Giordano's going to come on the right hand side. Let's stay positive. We're still in a very good position. I think even if we lose this, we'll still be in the automatic places. But Aston Villa's suddenly become a very important game. It's not happening. Not happening today. 1 minute to go. Sunderland have just been too strong for us, haven't they? They've done the double over us. And they've managed to get out of a bad rut. And now they might push on for an automatic place because of this result. And another penalty. Jonathan Edwards this time. right at the end of the game, just to rub salt into the wounds. This to make it a thrashing then. Anything with a three goal deficit I just see as a thrashing, really. Fuchar, can he save it? No. Oh, post! And then the player just stood there and roads cleared. So it's still it finished 2-0, but terrible result. But we're still top of the table. Stoke City move up to second place, I think. Pascual. Oh, 5 to 7 days. That's okay. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah. So Stoke, it's... Oh, look at how close it is. 75 points. We've got a little bit of a gap, but not very much. And then Stoke, Villa and Burnley all on 72 points. Sunderland on 70. And then we've got a few teams vying for that last playoff place. Just look at the teams in and around us, though. Stoke City, huge. Aston Villa, huge. Burnley, Sunderland, Southampton, Wolves, and little old Regen Rovers is on top of all of them. Lorenzini hasn't scored for 8 matches. I don't know what's up with him. Overall this season he's been okay, but he's only got 12 goals this season. 10 assists, so he's contributed 22 goals. Its average rating keeps dipping. It's getting lower and lower. And Spencer Drury, despite having scored more goals, is still below Lorenzini's average rating, but surely he's going to overtake at some point. Maybe I should play Arthur Owusu in the next game and just give Lorenzini a bit of a rest, I think. Nick Austin's just signed a new contract. I guess he's our third choice goalkeeper. In fact, is he? But then again, Fuchcar's going to leave. Lisa Zelis might leave, and then we're left with Koch and Austin, those two fighting for the number 1 jersey. Or, like I said previously, we might have to bring a new goalkeeper in. Spencer Drury is closing in on the league appearance record, by the way, which is 294, set by Danny Bai, who hasn't played a single game this season, by the way, our club captain. Spencer Drury's most league goals for the club, most goals in all competitions for the club, looking to try and break the league appearance. He has been here a long time. He's a legend of the club. He's been here since that first season in the National League for us. He's still here, and he's played most games every season. When he's fit, he's played, hasn't he? Which is how he's managed to catch up with Danny Bai, I think. Because Danny Bai has been a bit part player for the last 3 seasons, I guess. Oh, Nick Austin. Just as I was talking about it, he is a little bit injury prone, actually. Look at him. There's quite a few injuries in 5 years. And, I mean, there's not a huge number, but some of them are quite long. 5 weeks, 4 weeks. So, yeah. Does pick up the odd bad injury. Anyway, here we are. Aston Villa actually dropped to 4th place. Burnley managed to win. Stoke didn't. So Burnley are now level with us. We're ahead on goal difference. If Aston Villa beat us by 2 goals, they go ahead of us. So this is really huge. We've only managed to beat them, was that once or twice? They've won 3 times, 1 draw. We've beaten them twice. This is huge. Pascual's injured. JCG is injured. I'm going to play Pascal Hare on the right-hand side. Not really a right winger. Jack Young is going to come onto the bench. He has to. I'm going to play Arthur Owusu up front alongside Spencer Drury. Patrick Dibber on the bench. Yahyar's back, so he's going to go left back. Let's go with this. Pascal Hare, right wing. He can't really play there, can he? But he's not doing very well at the moment in training either. We're playing there anyway. We're in Birmingham then, ready for this game. Important to at least pick up a draw, I would say, against Aston Villa, just to keep them 3 points behind us and keep us top of the table for the time being. Their danger man is Pavelka, Czech Republic striker. Looks pretty good. We're going to have to watch out for him. We do tend to struggle against the stronger teams in this division. We're top of the table, mainly because we've beaten the teams we should be beating, but we've lost against some of the tougher teams. We did beat Burnley recently though, didn't we? That was a really good result. Thanks to that man, Jack Young. And he's on the bench again today. Ready to cause carnage. Come off the bench with 7 minutes to go. Get a winning goal. Break the hearts of 40,000 Brummies in the stadium today. Or however big this stadium is, I always forget. It's about 40,000, isn't it? Never been in Villa Park. I've seen Villa Park from the outside of the stadium. This is a boring game then. Half an hour in. What's going on? Oh, please hit that like button. As always, be much appreciated. The next episode, I'm going to play 2 games behind the scenes, and then we're going to play the usual run-in. So 2 videos split across, 4 games split across 2 videos. like we usually do. Nothing is happening at the moment. The two strikers, Arthur Owusu and Spencer Drury, they're not doing it. Pascal Hare on the right isn't really working. I'm going to put Arthur Owusu on the right-hand side, and Lorenzini is going to play up front. In fact, Spencer Drury could play on the right-hand side. Let's go Arthur Owusu. Spencer Drury, Lorenzini's back on the pitch. His penance is over. He's back in the team, ready to get a goal in the second half. We've only had one shot in the entire game. They've had 8. And 4 half chances, but we haven't seen them. Half an hour to get. It's another Burnley, isn't it? Jack Young's going to come on at the end of the game and cause problems. Giordano's going to come on for Hans Hain. Let's exploit that left-hand side and whip some crosses in. Maybe Arthur Owusu at the back post can get forwards. Could play him as a wide target man even, with Giordano whipping the crosses in. Half an hour. A 0-0 draw, that would suit. I would take that right now, if I'm honest, because we've not been doing any. No, Aston Villa haven't been doing anything, but statistically they have been the better team. Free kick, Stephen Dean whips it in. It's in the back of the net. Who is it? It's Jonathan Edwards. He's been brilliant this season, and he's headed in his 3rd goal of the season. Stephen Dean, really good free kick from the right back, and up jumped Edwards. It was a right old scramble. The goalkeeper, I have no idea where he was, but I'm not complaining. Now we're going to go standard, not counter. We don't want to invite too much pressure onto us. But we'll just go to standard and hope that we can hang on to this. There's very few minutes to go. Jack Young, is he going to come on? Or should we play it safe and bring on a defender? Lorenzini! He should have scored. It's a good save by the keeper, but he should have stuck that away. It was a mistake at the back. Garber with the corner, whipped in, headed away. Why is this player? Look, this guy, Lorenzini, I know you're a striker, but you could have run back there and helped defend. Instead, Stephen Dean's had to charge across from right back to save us there. That's annoying. Very annoying. I think we have to play it safe and bring on a more defensive-minded player. We'll bring on Patrick Dibber. Schultz will drop there. We're just going to hang on to this result. Sorry, Jack Young fans, but you know this is the right thing to do in this situation. Lorenzini will stay up front by himself, and we will just retain possession, be more disciplined, and try and hang on for the last few minutes. If they do score, then I might regret this, because I could have brought Jack Young. Anyway, it's a free kick. Edwards back to Schultz. We're going backwards here. Lawrence Rhodes finds Yahya. Really good pass from him into Giordano. And that's blocked. But Schultz, now playing defensive midfield, easily wins that. Garber through to Lorenzini. He has to score. He doesn't. Another good save, but he's had 2 clear-cut chances here to finish the game off. And he's not done it. What's wrong with Enrico? He's missing Italy, I think. Last season it was just bang, crash, wallop. Straight into England. Just brilliance from him. But this season, not so special. Some games he's been great, but well, he's not scored for, is this 9 games, 10 games now? Disappointing. Half a minute though to hang on to this. Edwards does really well there, but 20 seconds to go. Are they going to break our hearts? Oh, what a miss! What a miss! I was how did that not go in? We win. Somehow we win 1-0 thanks to Jonathan Edwards. Man of the match. 8.5 from him. Well done. We stay top of the table. We stay 3 points clear, and most importantly 6 points clear of 3rd place Stoke City with 6 games to go. This is ours to lose now. We surely won't throw this away. But you know what we're like. That there is the chance that we could. So the run-in. It's Sheffield Wednesday first, then we've got Reading, then the next episode will be Bolton Wanderers and Southampton, who are looking for a playoff place, so that will be tough. But the last 2 games of the season, 23rd and 24th, we have to be beating both Exeter and Bradford City this time round, not just 4 points from the 6. We need all 6, I think, just to confirm promotion. It's an easy last 2 games. It's the toughest thing we have left is Southampton, really. We're playing Reading, who are close to the relegation zone as well. So wish me luck for the next couple games. Please hit that like button. Can we do it? In the comment section below, can we do it? Can we get promoted to the Premier League this year? Surely we will. Come on, we can't throw this away, please. Anyway, keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Regen Rovers, we're going up to the Premier League.